Hi, welcome to Kizzy's Tarot Readings. Today is September the 2nd, 2018. Okay. We're going to be doing health spread. Basic questions about health and how you're feeling about things. Okay. So we have the first question. Should I worry about my health? Be doing all of the spread with these cards here. They are new. I don't know much about them, but I'm going to try them anyway. And then we're going to confirm with these ones over here. Alright, so should I worry about my health? Swords, Six of Swords. Okay. Should you worry about your health? We have Six of Swords. Sixes is I choose. And with this, you choose to travel. So maybe if you're traveling, you should worry a little bit. You know, be careful where you're going, what you're doing. Be careful while if you're traveling by car, if you're the actual person taking control of your destination. You know, just be careful where you travel to. How you get there. You know, take all the necessary precautions for best health. If somebody says don't drink the water, don't drink the water. We got how do I overcome my fears? And obviously there's some kind of fears here. I guess you're afraid to travel. You know, how do I overcome my fears? We got the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Eight of Pentacles, Two of Wands. I'm going to take them because they're obviously desperate to come out. So when you have the Eight, you have in here right now lacking strength. You're lacking strength in learning. Okay. So, if you have to learn something new in order to have better health, do it. It's for your best overall health, peace of mind, and happiness. Don't be afraid to learn all these new things to help you get better. If people are telling you that you need to do these things in order to get better, do them. Okay? Don't do it because you're lazy or because you lack the will to do. It's telling you to do it. And you also have here the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is don't know. You know, you don't know partnerships, so you don't know who to trust. Maybe in this. You know, fear that you have. Maybe you should try to open up yourself to trust. Someone is there for you. You just have to trust them and trust that what they're telling you is for your best good. You know, they want to teach you something. Let them teach you. Try to learn. Okay? Will they ever be happy? Alright, so are you unhappy? You know, will you ever be happy if you're not happy at this moment? Let's see what the cards have to say about your happiness level. So, will you ever be happy in the nearby future, in the further future? Swords, the Five of Swords. Whew, Five of Swords. Where does this one go? One, two. They're all over the place on this board here. So, I make swords. I make my own heartache. So, no, wait, sorry. Wrong one. I make my own defeat. Yeah, because swords usually, fives usually talk about fighting. So, you make your own defeat. You're making yourself unhappy. You're doing this to yourself. You need to stop being unhappy. Part of the reason why you're probably unhappy is because you're not facing your fears, okay? And you're not doing these things that would benefit you by maybe moving someplace or traveling to someplace that has meaning to you. Okay? Maybe you need to get out of this rut that you're in where you have all this self-pity. Don't feel self-pity. Okay? It is a matter of will that you force yourself out of that self-pity. I don't know if that resonates with you, but if it does, please take my heed that you need to gather up your strength and will and trust other people in your life to help guide you through. Okay, there were 2 cards that wanted to be out here for you. So these are very important cards. All right? They're actually part of the reason why you can't get to this happiness that you want. Okay? Past feelings of guilt and resentment. Okay, so what kind of past feelings of guilt and resentment do you have? Where do they stem from? Up to looks like the Devil card to me. Devil card is Capricorn energy. Let's double check with that here. Yep, the Devil. Capricorn energy right there. Okay, so in your past feelings of guilt and resentment, there may be either addictions or a person that was a Capricorn or had that type of energy, or maybe temptations, that you simply could not get out of. They tempted you. You feel guilty and you feel resentment about them, and they could be causing some of this issue in here, or you just want to get away. Okay, so 5 goes here. I apologize. I don't know where these are supposed to go, but they're all over the board. So the 8 of Swords, and again with the 8, lacking strength, because it's upside down here, lacking the strength to get through. And this is Swords. Swords usually cut. Restriction. So restrictions also make you feel guilt and resentment. Maybe because you were restricted in some way from living the life that you wanted. Maybe doing the things that you wanted here, you felt restricted, and it gave you resentment over the things you also feel guilty about. So hopefully this stayed in the past. Let's see if that stayed in the past, because that is the past. There's nothing you could do to change it. It's done and over with. It's not part of your life possibly at this time. Okay, past. Oh, sorry. 4 was supposed to be here. Alright. 5 above. So, past feelings of depression or unhappiness. The King. King of Wands. Yeah, King of Wands. So, this King of Wands is upright. Depression. You probably did not have any depression or unhappiness in the past, as it may be affecting you now. Okay, that time is over and done with, but that time was also a time when maybe you felt like you were in control of your life, and now you don't possibly feel that, but this is the past. So we won't know about the future until the future cards are drawn up. But at this point, it does look like there was not unhappiness. I'm just trying to find my wands. I should probably just consult my thing up here. King is the motivator. Motivator of... the motivator. Trustworthy, vibrant, passionate. So you had a lot of passion and vibrancy, There's no depression or unhappiness. You're a go-getter. Go get it. Go do it. It didn't matter if this was involved. You know, you were happy to do this because you were in your element. And now you're not in your element anymore. You feel alone. Okay? All up in here, all up in there. You're not this person on the throne anymore. You are now this person here, making your choices to stay locked in this position, unsure of where to go or what to do. Okay. Past health problems. Okay, so what were some of your past health problems that are affecting you now, maybe? What were your past health problems? Oh, I just want 2 to come out. The 20 is the judgment. I think it's judgment right there. Past health problems, judgment. And 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 5, 6, 7. Oopsie. The Chariot. Is it the Chariot? 5, 6, 7. There's a Chariot. Not going places. No. Yeah, 5, 6, 7. It's not going places. And the other one was what? Judgment? Let me just double check on that. Yeah, judgment. Yeah, I know the cards and just not follow my instincts here. But yeah, this here is the Chariot. And this here is judgment. So your judgment maybe had you careening off into the wrong path with your health. Okay? So your health was definitely affected. Maybe it had something to do with these temptations you had in here that put you into a precarious spot. Okay? But, so, past health problems, I say yes. Maybe due to guilt. Judgment has to do a lot with guilt. And again, you know, you had that here. Right here. So, it's possible. Let me see the keywords for here. So, delayed decision, fear of change. Maybe you didn't want to make that change. Again, it talks in here about how you were didn't have the strength to go through what you needed to learn in order to proceed into a better health situation. Okay, what's healthy for you? You know, what makes you feel better? What made you when you were in the past? What made you the healthiest? You know, was it exercising, eating, drinking, being merry? What made you better? Were you better when you had when you weren't alone, so alone, you know? Okay. And with the Chariot, it has waste and limitations, rebirth, new directions, waste and limitations. So maybe you just wasted some of your time there in the past, getting your health taken care of when you should have. All right. So, do I need formal medical information? Here. Do I need formal medical attention? Do I need formal medical attention? So do you need attention in the area of your medical health right now? Do you need somebody to help make you better right now? Is there something you should be doing to get your health to be better right now, or are you already in a good space? Are you already in better health? Oh, jeez. Ooh, 10 of Wands, beginnings, new directions, Queen of Wands. Interesting. So you've become the queen and using her energy instead of using the king. Okay. So, do you need formal? Maybe you're better than you were, or less better than you were, because this was a good spot for you and maybe now you're less as good, though almost equally as good, because she is a queen. Okay? You have 10 here, so 10 of Wands is, yeah, changes. Before I even do that, changes in your burdens. So you're laying some of your burdens down, okay, with your formal medical attention. So maybe your medical attention, you don't need so much there anymore. Here we have the Queen of Wands, and she's the leader. So maybe you're taking control now and becoming the leader of your own medical attention. Maybe you're moving on into better health because you're trying harder. Okay? Will my physical health affect my financial health? Well, usually to me they go hand in hand, but we'll see. Maybe it will not. Maybe you'll receive some help of some sort. Okay? Will my physical health affect my financial health? Give me a message, please. Give me a message. Will the financial health affect my physical health affect financial health for this person? Three of Wands. Three of Wands. Three of Wands. That's for square arrows. 17. Sorry about that. Three of Wands. Failure. Loss and failure. I don't make my own opportunities. So maybe you're not making an opportunity to do that by not going to get your health taken care of. So because you're afraid, maybe because there's a little arrogance there. Yeah, poor communications. Be practical, okay? Be practical. If your health needs tending to, tend to it. Will spiritual awareness aid in the overcoming any health problem? So will doing things like listening to me help? Okay. For I don't realize, because it's upside down, I don't realize what I have, my possessions. So I don't realize what I already have in this world, is what this card is saying. You don't realize what you have, but you have it. Okay? And 7, 9, and 3, another 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, I don't make. Woo! That's my little clippy thing. I need to work just a little bit. There we go. I don't make my own skill. So, not using skill, maybe, in learning about things that you know nothing about. Perhaps you're avoiding getting all spiritual in overcoming your health Maybe you think it doesn't help, okay? Even though it does. Prayer is a very powerful thing, and you should use it if you have it, all right? If you are given will to pray, pray. If you have opportunity to pray, pray. And 10 as the outcome. Okay. Let's see. What is the outcome of all of this? What is the outcome of your health questions? What is the outcome of your health questions if no precautions are taken? Or if you don't try to change some things here on this board that you can change. Can't change past, but you certainly can change your future. So, what is the outcome? Like this. So, no new beginnings, okay, and what looks like not judgment, having trouble figuring that one out. The world, okay. So the outcome is resisting, upright is completion and fulfillment, okay? So you can have completion and fulfillment here, all right? But it looks like no new beginnings here. So if you don't change and make new beginnings, the outcome, you won't have this outcome of the world. I believe that to be true. So you have to make some changes in order to get through with your health. Okay. Greed, financial loss. So don't be greedy. Something is going on with your money. It did mention Pentacles a lot over here. So maybe you're worried that your health will affect your finances for sure. But there's no new beginnings. But you still have the world. So you can have the world. Don't be greedy. Don't just get your health checked out. Just once. Doesn't hurt to have it checked out, and then determine and learn from those things how to best get help. Maybe some spiritual guidance is needed in this department. All right. So that's the first layout here, and I'm gonna have to pause because my battery is running low. So hold. Sorry about that. Camera battery died. So, here we're just going to clarify, and I really want to clarify. So here we go. 5 of Knives. Again, this here is talking to you about will you ever be happy? You have to create your own happiness. You have to create your happiness to have better health. It's definitely telling you that you need to do this. Okay? That just like jumped right out. I barely said a word and it was like, pew! Alright, so tell me more about this outcome. What do we have to do to get the world? 7 of Scepters. So 7 of Wands. Let me see, 7 of Wands. No. 7. Let's call it 7. So 7 of Wands is telling you that you're not taking a positive path here. You know, you're in defiance. You don't want to do it. Do you see that? You don't want to take this new start. You don't want to change what you have to change. But it's telling you, if you want the world, you have to change. You can't not do it and still expect that you get everything you want. You know, if things are telling you to take a certain path and you're resisting it because you're afraid of it, in here you're afraid, you don't have the strength to take that path. You know, you don't have the courage to get through it. You know, yeah, it's going to keep you from having the world. You need to make this change for your own better health and happiness. Indeed, your happiness, because it's talking about your happiness. Your happiness is key here. You know, happiness will help you get through any obstacle. All right. One more card for clarification, then we move on to messages. Whoa. Okay. That was a couple more. What was that falling on anyway here? Did that fall out earlier and I just didn't notice? That is Taurus energy, 2-2-I. You know what? Maybe I skipped over that one? What was I supposed to be in? 9. Did we go over 9? Will spiritual awareness help you? But I thought that was that. So I have no idea. I totally missed a card on the board and I don't know how it got there. So let's look at these 3 cards together. Okay, so a little interruption there. Here we have, oh, that's the world. That's so funny. Okay, that was on the board already and it just flew out. And that was when I guess I was doing this one. I was wondering why it looked like there were more cards on the board, but they're very dark and I'm just getting to know them and this spacing is kind of weird. So I'm trying to remember where things go with this layout. Interesting. So that had to do with your spiritual awareness. So it gave you the world twice. And here it gave it upside down. So your spiritual awareness, you're not aware of the world. Okay? You're resisting completion of what you're meant to do here in this world. You're resisting everything that has to do with that part of you that needs to get to here. Okay? That needs to get to here. So you have one world here, one world there, and they're not quite meshing, but they need to in order to be complete. You have the 8 of Skulls. 8 of Skulls is Earth energy, so 8 of Skulls is 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles, I believe, also showed up. Where did it show up? Yep. No strength. Get your strength. Get it together. You know, stop being so afraid of things. You know, when we speak of this one here, is how do I overcome my fears? Gain strength. Overcome your fears. Use the strength that you know you have to overcome them. You have the 10 of Grails here. 10 of Grails is 10 of Cups. It's the only Cups card I think you've had in this whole deck. But it is upside down. So no changes. You don't want to change any of your life here, but you need to for better health, contentment. So no changes in your contentment, and that's going to be the way it is completely, because you don't want to. That's so funny that ended up there. You don't want to change, but you have to. All right, let's see what these are considered my health fairy cards, or my health cards. We'll do straight up layout. One card. And let's confirm this. Please, source, confirm what it is I'm seeing here when it comes to not wanting to change for better health, not wanting to take the risks, not wanting to use the strength that they have to overcome certain issues in their life because they're afraid. And let's talk more about that. Shimmer, glamour, confidence, allure, charisma. So you have a lot of allure and charisma, confidence. Use that. You know, maybe you're not using that. Maybe you think it's wrong to use it. Maybe your allure is bringing things into people into your life but you're not doing anything about it. Okay, you got this here. She's sitting there just looking pretty and waiting for things to come to her. And maybe you can't wait for things to come to you. Maybe you need to have them, maybe you need to step off that platform and go to them. Okay. Draw forth the ability within you to change, to shapeshift, and get those things that you want to get into your life. Okay? It's not a false or untrue representation. It's a convergence of yourself inside with your outward appearance. And it's very positive and powerful. Okay? When you use that power, you can have the world. You can move mountains. But when you go within and you refuse to use that strength that you have here to change and to motivate yourself into a different position, when we do this, we come from a position, be warm, be strong, position of personal truth and strength rather than a belief in our fatigue, our age, our infirmities, our injustices. You make this, you make it what it is. You make your happiness, you make your world. You're creating, but you don't want to create a change. You're trying to stay within your comfort zone. You're trying to stay within your own contentment, and you don't realize that you can't stay content for long in that position. Okay? Eventually you have to make a move. Alright? Use your strengths from within to have a different life and health in your shell, your human shell. Okay, so we have here confirm this. Oh, I don't need that many cards. What's this here? There's way too many cards. Can we keep it to one card source, please? One card, one message for this reading. One card, one message for this reading. One card, one message for this reading that will tell us more about this position that is being sat in. How do we get out of it? Tell us more about how to get out. How do we move? How do we shake things up? How do we get the strength that we need? Two, I'll take two. Triumphant success, new beginnings. Make a new beginning. Boom. It's telling you to make a new beginning now. And to stop being so afraid to move from this position. There's nothing to be afraid of. Except fear itself. You're just afraid to move. Once you do, look at that. The beginning of a new triumphant success. I don't even need to read what it says in there. It's telling you, make that new beginning. You'll have success. You'll have the world. It flips that sword that you saw. No, not sword, but your not new beginning over here. It flips it right around. Okay? It flips that not having a new beginning right around. Okay? What does the Akashic Record have to say? I'm going to go do flippies on this. What does the Akashic Record have to say about how to make this new beginning? How do we muster the strength to make this new beginning? Is there someone we need to talk to? Is there something we need to do physically? Is there something we need to do mentally? Do we need professional help? What do we need to do? How will the Akashic Records help? Hilarion. Speak to God, your guides. Yeah, I've had that before, but I don't quite remember the words. It's a major arcana. Like Hierophant, I believe. Seen here with spirit and the elements of study and scientific discovery, Hilarion is a powerful ascended master, a wonderful connection, a font of information that the Akashic Records hold. He's the master of research, science, truth, healing, logical mind, concrete knowledge, and spirit communication. So you've been thinking about pursuing an endeavor in those areas. Now is the time to start. Like the angels and other masters, Hilarion is always available to you, and receiving this card upright is telling you that his assistance is close at hand. If you are working on a project that requires research, a strong academic approach, and attention to detail, it's full steam ahead. It's time to open to this master's energy if you have a job that involves any type of evidence detection and drawing conclusions from that discovery. These types of jobs include scientific research, mediumship, forensic activity, the law, medical testing, and more. These and similar activities should be on the rise for you now. This is the time to bring a logical approach to all your pursuits. Hilarion is right there with you, blessing you with help, clarity, and direction. So, basically, it's saying maybe more research. Do the research that you need to do. Ask for help from somebody who's already done the research. Look to people around you that can help you study more about how to best get a better health or better frame of mind or a better spirit. You know, this is saying that help is right there. It's right there. You just have to start making a step towards that new beginning, and you're on your way to that world being yours. Okay, remember, we create our world. So if you're not using creator energy and creating things in your life that will help you, if you're not getting any spiritual guidance, maybe now's the time to go get that, so that you could get some guidance in which way to go next, okay, for your better health of mind or body. And last message of today's reading. We're not going to take all these crazy ones, but 2C no are coming out. Soulmates are important people who teach you life lessons. They can be friends, lovers, and family members. And here, it's right where it belongs, okay? It's telling you that maybe you need to speak to somebody that you trust, that is a soulmate, that you've known for a long time, that can help you, maybe even teach. So you have a wonderful gift for working with others. Have you considered teaching? But maybe here it's saying, you know, you can learn from this person. You can learn from this soulmate. Okay? So there's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I know it was kind of long. If you have any questions, let me know. kissikasplash@gmail.com. Kissy's Tarot Readings at Facebook. And you can always check out my website at kisplash.com, where there's lots of information on manifesting the world you want to live in, and learning how to do that. Books on that. So I didn't write them, but my book is done. I'm just waiting to get it out there. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. Kisses. I love you. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Bye.